Okay, thank you. And
Yeah.
then we will send you also a URL to the landing page that explains this whole program that you may have but haven't had a chance to look at. I'll bring that up at the end and show you. It'll make a lot more sense. So with
Okay.
that being said, I'll jump in. We know that you as a chamber, anytime you're involved with any kind of a community project, you want to make sure that every part of it is up and very professional and well done. So we'll start out a little bit about who we are. My World has been in business now for over 20 years, established in 2003. We're now operating in 56 countries with over 500,000 participating merchants and over 17 million shoppers in our program today. One of the largest, if not the largest, benefits program provider in the world. Something that might be meaningful to you and your chamber members would be that Newsweek, which is the largest organization in the US that does evaluate, ranked our program as #1 in the United States for 2023 of customer loyalty programs. So we
Oh,
hope that'll be comforting to you, and anything you need, we'll provide you with for your due diligence, et cetera. What we'd like to do, though, is break this down into 3 parts. The first one, quickly to show you the benefits of this community project for your community, your individuals, the people you serve, quote. Then
mhm.
show you the benefits for you, your merchants, in your members
Okay.
of your chamber. And then we'll show you, lastly, the benefits for you, the chamber, if you can hang on.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun part. So if I may, what this is it's a program or anyone who simply downloads our app, which they can download for free, they can join for free and use ongoing for free, allows them to get money back on every purchase they make through the My World program with any merchant worldwide out of the 500,000 growing anytime through 3 different ways. The first one is called Scan and Go. And this is probably the most common we would use with the members of your chamber, the more local businesses.
Mhm.
Um, I want to show you real simply how this works. For a shopper, it's as simple as they just download the app onto their phone. They go into wherever they wish to shop, any My World merchant. When they complete their shopping, they buy what they want, pay for it the way they want. They simply take the receipt that they were given and they will just scan that into the app. And then a few seconds later, they'll receive back a little notification saying the cash will be coming to you. So what happens is they then receive their cash back. That can be utilized for them to shop in any other My World merchant anytime they want, or they can just click a button and move it into their personal bank or checking or savings account because it's cash.
Oh, okay.
Shoppers love this. We also have shopping points, which we won't get into today, but people learn how to convert those to cash as well. So it's very, very nice for our shoppers. Very seamless. One app does it all, travels all over wherever they travel, et cetera. Another thing that we offer is a lot of the businesses who are large online, you get the cash back. And we have pretty much all the major chain stores like the Walmart, the Home Depot, the Amazon in our program. In fact, what we're really working with this program that we're now working with our chambers on is we're working towards our local merchants, our small to medium sized businesses, our mom and pops, and which I'm
Mhm.
assuming would be a number of your members of your chamber there
Yep. Yep.
in Roseville. But um, we bring this up because what we're going to show you next, we don't offer some of this to the major chain stores. We only offer some of these benefits to our local merchants. Um, our shoppers want to be able to get in their car and drive down the street and buy something using this app, not just be able to buy it through all the major chain stores or the local ones that are there. And so
Mhm.
our objective with this special program with our chambers is to build our communities and make that for our shoppers so they can go pretty much whenever they want and use this program. So that's kind of the emphasis with this program, and
Okay.
it truly is a win-win-win. An example, our shoppers, you've seen a little bit of how that works. They join for free, use
Mhm.
for free, and just have fun. Our merchants, you'll see why they love it. And then the other part would be My World and your chamber in this project together. So our shoppers, they join for free, benefit for free. Our merchants benefit in a number of ways. Here's the first one. As soon as they join the My World program, they are now advertised to over 17 million shoppers for free. And the
Hmm.
only time they pay a small commission is if the advertising works. Only when a person comes in and actually purchases something do they pay. And then they pay a small commission between 6.5% to 10.5%, depending on their business.
Mhm.
Now, the reason our merchants absolutely love that is pretty much every other form of advertising they have as an option requires them to pay up front. And if it doesn't work, they don't make money.
Yep.
Here, there's no cost to join and there's no cost to advertise. And then the only time they pay a commission is when they have a profit transaction quote take place. So
Interesting.
merchants love that.
Mm-hmm.
When a sale takes place, they forward that 6.5 to 10.5% as it applies to the My World program. My World takes out a 1 to 2% to pay operating and overhead costs, and then the rest goes right back to the shoppers. And this is why it's so wonderful, is because everybody wins. In other words, people are going to shop with or without you and I. They're going to
Yep.
continue to do what they do. And so all we're doing is giving them an extra app that they can get cash back for free in shopping points. They love it. But once they buy, everybody else in the circle wins. And they don't have any
Yeah.
risk in the program. So it's pretty fun, pretty neat. That's why it's grown over 20 years to be so large.
Yeah.
So you can see why the shoppers love it. And we hope you'll be a shopper with us in the future. But why will millions of merchants continue to join? Well, if I could, there's a couple of things. The first one is ordinarily for our merchants to join, it costs $749 for them to become a part of the My World program. However, as a benefit to you and to them, we're going to waive that fee when they join because they're a member of the Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, okay.
And we'll come back to that in a minute, but it should be a huge benefit for you as a chamber that you're looking out for your members, and they'll enjoy the extra benefit as well. One thing I would want to point out, if I could, before we go any further, I was not familiar with customer loyalty programs other than I'm, lifetime diamond with Hilton and lifetime titanium with Marriott. I understand customer loyalty programs.
Mm-hmm.
But from the other side, I did not know that statistics have found that businesses, merchants who provide these customer loyalty programs well, their customers come back more often and spend more money than other merchants providing the same product that do not have a good customer loyalty program. So being
Interesting.
ranked number one really is a big thing by Newsweek. But what's really neat is next is we're the only program we know of that also provides for our merchants an additional revenue stream. So I'm going to explain to you what that is. Let's take an example. Let's say that you have a pizzeria in your chamber. It's called Joe's Pizza. And Joe's Pizza decides to join this program with us in our chamber project. What happens is as their members join, we're going to provide them the marketing materials, and then we're going to come and help them to place them. So an example in a pizza store, it's pretty easy. We just put up a nice little information on the wall where they stand in line and wait to order, or where they stand in line and wait for their take home, nicely done on their table. So when people are dining, they can read that and realize, gosh, all I've got to do is just take my phone, where's that at? Download my app.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
When I walk out this door, I can shop across the street, get gas, clothes, hair done. I can go anywhere I want in California. I can go in the United States and go on vacation, 56 countries. This one app is going to help me to shop with 500,000 merchants for free for the rest of my life and get cash back they love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's growing so fast. But what's neat is for your merchants, your members, when they join, when one of their customers downloads the app and their place of business like that from their information, when that customer now leaves Joe's Pizza, from now on for the rest of their life, whenever they shop with any merchant in the My World program, Joe's Pizza will be paid a small commission on every dollar they spend.
Interesting.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Huh.
Like even if you went to their competition and ate a pizza, they'll still make a little money
Make a little money.
off their
Mm-hmm.
competition. So you catch that. But to give you an idea, let's take an example. Let's say this is one of Joe's Pizza's shoppers or customers, and over the next month, which is typical things they do, they buy groceries and clothes and food and leisure and gas. In this example, they spend about $1,500 for the month. Well, Joe's Pizza, your merchants receive up to 1% on every dollar spent. So in this case, that'd be $15. Now I know that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but that's one customer.
Right.
And you and I know how many people pass through a business on an hour, a day, a week, a month. And And
Yep.
so that $1,
Wow.
that 15 from one customer becomes, 150, 1,500, 15,000 over time.
Yep.
And what's really fun about this, if you will, Monica, is for the merchants, there's no employee interaction. There's no employee training. It's all seamless behind the scenes. There's no cost to them. It truly is just additional profit. They
Mm-hmm.
absolutely love it. There's no risk for them. And what's really fun is that income is theirs. If they retire years later and sell their business, they can keep this income if they'd like for themselves, or they can sell it with the business. It is theirs. So it's
Oh,
an
interesting.
amazing program for
Yeah.
our
Hmm.
yeah, this is fun, isn't it? It kind of gives me
Yeah.
chills. I'd never seen anything like this. As I mentioned, we're the only program in the world that offers the additional revenue stream. So you can see why merchants have been paying the 749 without a chamber involvement, because obviously it's a moneymaker for them. But
Yeah.
with us together as a chamber, we're waiving that, so it becomes an absolute no-brainer for them.
Yeah. Interesting.
A couple other final things on merchants. There's no integration or installation required, and they can be registered in less than 10 minutes. So in our 20 years, we've learned how to make this as painless as possible.
That's good.
Uh, I'm going to go into the chamber last. Any questions on any of this?
No, seems pretty straightforward. It's very interesting.
Okay, thank you. If I could just do one thing before I share with you the chamber benefits, I'd like to tell you what's in it for us.
Mm-hmm.
I know as a business person, I always like to know, okay, what's in it for
Yeah.
you besides the obvious. If I could, I hope this makes sense. I looked this up the other day. The country of England geographically will fit in 12 different states in the United States, the entire country of England. And the
Interesting.
reason, yeah, and the reason I bring that up is because you can see we're in 56 countries now, but the US is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And so what happens if we took all of our employees and people here with My World in the US and put them into a country the size of England, in a short time, we've got the whole country set up. But in the US, we're bringing in people from California and Texas and, Oklahoma and New York and Florida. I mean, and so it's huge.
Yeah.
So the reason we're doing a temporary program with our chambers of commerce, and the reason we're waiving and eating the costs of implementing the program, if you will, is because in our 20 years experience, we know that when a community is set up properly, so that when a shopper wants to shop, there's plenty of local merchants besides all the major ones. And when a
Mm-hmm.
merchant signs on, there's plenty of shoppers. It takes care of itself.
Yep.
Just grows. We don't have to do anything but just take care of the program.
Yep. It's organic at that point. Yeah.
I really like your word. Can I steal that from you?
You can feel it. Yes.
I'll put a little asterisk by it. Okay. But yes, that's exactly what it does. And so for us, it's worth it because we know through experience the program works so well.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you see our benefit here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're doing this temporarily with our chambers. We're not going to continue always to offer it free to merchants, but right now we are. And so the benefit for everyone is just huge. So now, if I may, let me show you the benefit to the chamber for being involved with us. First of all, before we go any further, we haven't met a chamber yet that has people sitting around with nothing to do.
That is probably true.
I mean, here you are squeezing us in where you're going to another meeting, which we appreciate.
Yeah.
But we do the work here. Okay, so an example, let's say right here, these symbols indicate your members that have joined this program. And
Mm-hmm.
this young person here represents their customers who download the shopping app and become a part of the program.
Mm-hmm.
For working with us as a chamber in this community project, we're going to set aside a 0.5% of all the dollar volume created by all sales made through all of your member merchants through the My World program. So, may I ask, how many members do you have in your chamber?
We're just shy of 1,200.
1,200. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did some projections here based upon experience. To give an example, if 500 of them were to become members of this program, and they did $100,000 in a year of revenue through the My World program, which is, we think, pretty conservative considering it's a whole year for a business.
Mm-hmm.
that would generate about 250 million, excuse me, $250,000 worth of income for your chamber a year, which we pay to you monthly.
Okay.
I assume you're a nonprofit.
Yes.
Most chambers just treat this as non-dues revenue, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah. We have an affinity program, or a few affinity programs um, that we work with some members. So yeah. So it's along the lines of, I mean, obviously very different, but where it's, we receive some funds based on the total number of sales that chamber members do, that sort of thing.
In other words, it's not unprecedented for you to have other revenue.
Yeah, correct.
Well, we hope, and we've found that many of the chambers get excited because of the different projects or charters that they have. It helps them to benefit their community or their members.
Yeah.
Of
Yep.
course. We hope that'll be enjoyable for you. But our game plan, as we mentioned, we will send to you or verify that you have that link to the landing page.
Okay.
I'll show you that when we're done. Secondly, we'll go out and actually meet with the members and register them into the program. We're not expecting that you would, come on, Monica, we want you out on the street talking to your members, and we'll do all of that. Okay. Next, we figure, by the way, that depending on the type of businesses in your area, about 50% will go with this program. Depending, could be more or less, but an example, it's anything that's customer facing, it's a slam dunk for. Now, like
Yeah.
an insurance agent may not be applicable. Customer loyalty programs don't really
Right.
matter to them. So that's why we say the 50%.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
We will provide and install the marketing materials for the businesses so that that's pretty easy, but they don't have to worry about providing or doing any of that. And then we'd like to kick this off with a pretty big bang once we've got the community set up. We'll do some advertising and open it up with a bang and have a day where people can come in and go to any of your member merchants and sign up, download their app, and that hopefully will increase sales and get them started right off altogether.
Okay.
And then finally, the benefits for you, obviously, we hope that the non-dues residual revenue will help you and be a benefit ongoing for you in the chamber.
Yeah.
There's no cost to you at all in this program. We try to do our best to keep your time involvement down to just your original evaluation and helping us to get up and started with information, and then we take it from there. But the revenue is ongoing, so we all have incentive to do it right.
Yep.
Brand exposure, two things. One is a benefit to you ongoing. The other is a benefit to your members. Once we have this set up through you and your chamber members, we will continue to contact non-chamber businesses to join our program. But when we make them aware that if they were members of the chamber, that $749 is waived, we anticipate that will help some people to take the jump that they've been thinking about and become members.
Members. Because it's cheaper
Understand?
than
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For most of those. Yeah.
So it's a huge benefit for them. They spend less and get a lot more.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
and since you're one of the persons that's involved with registering and, putting in new members, please know this is something where we're going to show you at Q&A and a contract and all that. But we're very flexible. We want to work with each chamber because we know each chamber is a little unique. So please, as you evaluate and you talk to others in your organization, because we know you have to go through an approval process, et cetera, please remember Steve and I. Reach out at any time with any questions. If it needs to be amended, let us have a chance to do that.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want you to think one size fits all.
Okay. Appreciate that.
And then obviously we're hoping that the revenue and the success with your merchants will be good for your community projects.
Yeah.
And of course, we already know your shoppers are going to love you.
Yep.
So any questions before I show you that last page?
No, I think you're very thorough in your explanation.
Well, we try to take as little time as possible, and I'm almost done here, so bear with me.
Sure.
All right. Now, if you can, I'll set this so you can see it. Are you able to see My World Community Project?
Yes.
Okay. This is the URL or the landing page we'll send to you again. And if you haven't looked at it, right here is a video that any of your other members could watch. And thank you for considering joining My World. And it's in case you can't tell, that's my voice.
Yep. Okay, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, there's not a lot of humor in this one, but but it covers everything. If someone, or if you'd like, just send a text or an email, and be happy to hop on a Zoom call and talk with anyone directly.
Okay.
Whatever's best, but you'll have it at your fingertips. In addition, down here below, there's a short little, like a minute video that explains to a merchant what this program is. A short little, they call it a teaser for the shoppers to show them what it is, the app and how it works. But then right up here, can you see FAQ, frequently asked, just barely up there? If you'll click on that, it's got answers to pretty much every question. And as I've said, if not, just reach out.
Okay.
What are the chamber benefits? You click on it, it talks about what they are, et cetera. And then it has the actual contract. And as I mentioned, we're amenable, and our course of action, we know you have to go through your process. We'll make ourselves available. But should this get up to your CEO or top decision maker, we want to make available our CEO for My World US. I'd be happy to get on for a Zoom call to talk about anything unique or answer any questions, or whatever level you would like, we'll provide to you.
Okay.
Think of Steve and I as your support in this project as you talk to those that you'll work with on it and help. So you're just, if in your mind, you're the person just helping to get it, ramrodded or started or whatever.
Yep. Okay.
So send that to you. Steve, any questions or thoughts on your part?
No, Monica, thank you so much. And I really, really appreciate you giving us your time, and we look forward to working with you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your time and going through everything. It's interesting. I've not heard of it before, so.
I hadn't either. I've only known this for 6 months, and I've been in business for 40 something years, and I am blown away. This is so simple and so powerful, and everybody wins. I mean, your risk is time. The merchants, they really don't have any risk. The shoppers have no risk. And honestly, we're the ones putting up the risk because we're it all up with our cost. But to us, it's not, because we've done this for 20 years. We know what the program does. So if would you like us to schedule something for next week to touch base with you, or what would you like to do from here?
Let me check with our CEO. I know she's going to be out most of next week. So with the holidays and such coming up. So I would say probably at the earliest, probably late next week or like the week after Christmas.
Let's just make this comfortable for you. We're not able to start our project till the first of the year.
Okay.
This is something we're doing unique in the U.S. and temporary because of the size of the country. So, there's no hurry or no pushing you, other than we've got a lot of chambers coming on, and we can't do them all at once. We're going to have to just take them one, first come, first serve, and get them installed.
Right.
So that would be the only sense of urgency, if you feel such. If not, just do whatever is best for you and your chamber. And we know everybody right now, the holidays, we're just grateful we got you today.
Yeah, no, I've got it worked out.
All right. So we'll just follow up with you. And in the meantime, we'll give you all of our contact information. Okay.
That sounds good.
Thank you, Monica. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. I appreciate you both and your time today.
Thanks, Monica.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.